We have now a fascinating presentation. I've been having a chat with our speaker just back there, backstage, and I can tell just from how he talks and his body language, it's going to be interesting, entertaining, and passionate. And the presentation is entitled, an intriguing title indeed, Freedom, Power, the End of Range Anxiety. So please would you welcome to the stage Hamza Hindi, co-founder of Fully Charged and CEO. Hamza, the stage is yours, please. Thank you. Thank you. It's all yours.
Can I find the clicker?
Clicker's up here. I'll get it for you. I'll get it for you.
Thank you.
Yep. All yours.
Thank you. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Very nice to see all of these faces. Should I go back?
Yeah, on the stage or
on the stage?
Probably best. Thank you.
On the stage, better, so I can see from upstairs. Very nice meeting all of you here, and I hope you are enjoying your time. So we are talking today about range anxiety. The first thing to start with, who is driving an EV here? Wow. So all of the hands that were not raised. What's your question? Why are you not getting an EV? Is it not interesting enough to be able to race a Porsche? Come on. And what is the reason? What is one of the main reasons of not getting an EV? Why not change? And you have all the savings you can do, and you have a better performance, less maintenance, less issues with the car. So I just want to hear if there's anything to share, like common. I would love to hear that. Anyone that can give a concern?
It'll be charging.
What?
Charging will be one of the reasons.
This is what you fear about. This is the number that we don't like to see. Not on our phones, not on our power banks, and certainly not on our cars or EVs. So we all fear the 0%. We all fear to be stuck in the middle of the road with no power in our car to move. And that's, to be honest, that's a fair concern to have. But when we think about it, and when we think about converting to an EV, and when we think about the decision of going and buying an EV, the first question we ask is, what time does it take to charge from 0 to 100? Is that right? This is the decision-making question, which I can tell you, certainly it is the wrong question we are asking. It's the wrong direction we are going. We are treating it like we are treating a normal petrol car. But just because a petrol car and an electric vehicle share the word car or the word vehicle, it does not mean they perform the same. It does not mean they are the same concept or the same mentality to deal with it. So with a petrol car, the normal way is I am out of fuel, I go to a gas station, I refuel it, that's it, I go out. That's why we ask the question of what time will it take to go from 0 to 100? But the idea and the concept of an EV is totally different. And before digging deep into how it is different, let's start by defining the basics of charging. With charging, we have 3 models or 3 levels of charging. There is a level 1 charger, which is a portable charger that will give me 2 kilowatts power. I know that's a nerdy word. So to translate it into numbers that we understand, a 2 kilowatt means a normal EV will charge in 30 hours. 30 to 35 hours. And that's a shocking number if we think about it, the same concept of a petrol car. But if I look at it, while I park my car in my home or in a parking lot where I'm going to stay for more than 5 hours, 10 hours, then that's something that will give me an extra 20 to 30% of charging. And step by step now we are getting to the solution of, it's not a solution, it's actually very clear. And you can see from my presentation, I've kept a presentation with one word in it, in each slide. I'm keeping it simple because it is simple. It is very simple to just put an end to the range anxiety because it actually does not exist. It might exist in some cases where there is fleet and there are solutions for that, but as individuals, it actually does not exist, especially in the UAE where the most we can drive is like 200, 250 kilometers. So going to the level 2 chargers, which are the chargers that you keep at home, it's an AC charger. Again, nerdy words. It gives you 11 to 22 kilowatts, which means you can charge the car between 5 to 6 hours. That's even a better one. And then we have the level 3 charger, which is DC chargers that range from 30 kilowatts up to 200, 300, 400 kilowatts. And that means that we can reach a place where we can charge in 15, 20 minutes a full charge. But the question is, the answer is not one of them. It's a combination of all. And that's how we should look at it. So our mentality is charge whenever you can. And that change of mentality, that change of how we look at it, is what's going to put an end to range anxiety. Because I'll give you a simple example. I drive an EV. I live in Sharjah. And you understand what I mean. If you are in UAE, you understand what I mean when I say I live in Sharjah. So it's traffic, it's long rides, and a lot of traffic again. So I live in Sharjah. I go to Abu Dhabi regularly, and I use the portable charger, I use the AC charger, and I use the DC charger. But I use it all the time. I go back home, I put the charger. I go to the office, I put the charger. I am on the way, I need charging, I go to the station, I charge for 15 minutes. I don't need to charge it from 0 to 100. If I'm at 60%, I'll go top up another 20% and go on. 10, 15 minutes, 5 minutes on the road is not a lot. We usually go to a petrol station and spend the 10 minutes just buying our coffee or getting something to eat. So while doing that, just put it on the charge. And you will get a top up of like 10, 15%, 20% extra to have in your EV. And all of this combination will get you to the conclusion that there is no such thing as range anxiety, and especially not in the UAE. Maybe in other countries where you drive for 800 and 1,000 kilometers, yes, until now, there is still concerns. But in the UAE, the concern is over. Because with minimal investment, and something else also to think about, why we need to combine all of these things, because people also think about savings. And when you think about savings, which is money is all what we need to make a decision. So when we think about savings, we usually tend to go to, okay, the tariff is 1.2 dirhams per kilowatt hour, and I need 75 kilowatt hours. So that means I fully charge my car with like 80, 90 dirhams, 100 dirhams. So it's like petrol. No. That's not correct, because you are not always going to be charging with those public chargers. Those public chargers are there not to use it for every time you are going to charge. It is there to use it when you need it. It is there to use it when you are on a long ride going from Sharjah to Abu Dhabi. You use it to top up. But it's not the daily use. The daily use will be a charger in your home that costs 10 to 15, 20 dirhams to fully charge your car. And that's where the savings happen. It actually happens because of charging at home and charging at the rates of electricity that you pay for your normal electricity, not the 1.2, because the 1.2 is for the public charging. And when you calculate that, you actually will get to the savings, you will get to the end of range anxiety, and you will enjoy your EV. I've been using the EV for the past couple of years, and I can say that I was not put in any situation where I was out of power. And that's not because we have a charging network. It's because I changed the concept of how I look at the EV. And alhamdulillah, in the UAE now we have a good infrastructure of public chargers. Still not the point where we actually can say it's like there is everywhere, but most of the places that are public chargers, there is the ADNOC network, there is the fully charged network, there is Charge and Go Etisalat network, UAEV, DY. You are most probably familiar with all of these names. So these networks are there in the market, and they are happily serving the needs of charging in public while we need to top up. And as I told you, it needs to be a mixture. We don't 100% depend on public chargers. Public chargers are very important because on the long trips, you need public charging, you need fast charging, but it's not everything. We combine it with all of the other solutions. When we have all the solutions together, khalas, you don't have anything to worry about. And we are always close by as fully charged to help with anything related to charging. We have our own network, we have our own products and services. I'm not here to promote, I'm here to talk about this concern. So any questions, any concerns, anybody need to raise? I'm happily listening.
Have we got anybody? Can we give a round of applause, please, first of all, to
Thank you.
a wonderfully energetic, passionate, and, I love the way with an audience for sure who's got good knowledge on EVs, maybe they're people with businesses in and around it, but I do think too many times we pitch everything right up here when people haven't quite got the basics right first. To be really honest, I've been in and around this for 20 years. I listened intently to your presentation because I'm thinking, oh yeah, that's right. Because it was reminding me of how, as you say, how simple it is essentially, but it's only simple if it's explained simply. So that's good. Have we got any questions? We have a question at the back there, thank you, and I think one at the front here. So a couple of questions. Now look what you've done. You've got people thinking.
Hey, Hamza.
Hey, how are you?
Good, good. I was just wondering, as an installer in the UAE, as one of the biggest installers, have you been exploring vehicle-to-home or vehicle-to-grid solutions?
Actually, that's the technology of vehicle-to-home or vehicle-to-grid is an amazing technology. We have seen all the technologies around that. I think it's not of our specialty nowadays because it is still not regulated. So when it is regulated in the market, with all the distribution companies, then we are happily coming in with this technology. But for sure, it needs to be organized with all of the decision makers in the country.
Good question. One more question.
Thank you, Hamza. Great session. About EVs and charging,
Yes.
People who have villas tend not to have any issue because they can plug. What about those who are living in those big private buildings, skyscrapers, either in Sharjah or in JLT Dubai or Business Bay Dubai or Corniche Abu Dhabi or whatever? What are the solutions? They are facing some challenges
100%.
in this regard. Thank you.
Can I be honest for a minute? I actually don't have a charger in my home. I live in a building. I live in an apartment, and I don't have a charger because I use the 3-pin plug. I use the portable charger, and it's enough. I am, alhamdulillah, a busy man, but I still spend 10 hours in my home, at least. 8 hours, 10 hours a day. That means if I use the portable charger, which can plug on any 3-pin electricity plug Anywhere. You are in a parking lot, you are in your home, you are in anywhere, there is for sure a 3-pin plug that you can use. So using that, within the 10 hours you spend at home, 8 hours, you will top up an extra 20 to 25%, which is more than enough for the daily use. Who drives more than 100 to 150 kilometers a day? Usually we don't drive that. Unless we are drivers for delivery, we don't do that. So, and I drive a lot. I drive like an average of 100 kilometers a day. And still with that, I'm getting enough charging only using the portable charger. So the portable charger is there, home charger is there, and even we have solutions to install the AC chargers, the level 2 chargers in the buildings and managing it through some software. So we have solutions for that. So even if those solutions are not available in the building, you can use the portable charger, and all of these solutions altogether will come to a solution for this problem.
Thank you, Hamza. Another round of applause, please, for Hamza Hindi. Thank you.